Kept you waiting, huh?
Oh, hey. Been a minute since I've been here. Also, to my two coworkers who made the joke about taking a shot when I say, well, don't get hung over a parachute alcohol poisoning. I need you tomorrow. Five Nights at Freddy's. You know, I sort of grew up with the series. Talking about it now reminds me of talking to an old friend fondly. Though looking back at it, probably wasn't the best. Yep. Better with Markiplier.
Purple guy! Was that the bite of 87?
I forgot how much of resource management this game is. Oh, hey, where's Foxy? Oh, God! I remember my first time ever hearing about Five Nights at Freddy's. It was my sister trying to tell me to watch Markiplier, and that was the first video I saw. And during that time, I also got really into it. And I was, 13 at the time? It can't be that long ago it was made. It was made in nearly 10 years ago. Shit, I'm old. I got really into Five Nights at Freddy's, and I watched Matt Pat talk about it and his game theories, and see Markiplier play through all the games, and eventually got to playing a little bit of it myself. The fan-made music, man, it's so iconic, especially the ones made by the Living Tombstone. It's so much more iconic than Peanut Butter Jelly, or even Two Girls, One Cup. I remember whenever they first announced the movie back in 2015? How is this possible to feel like I'm above the age of 30 even though I'm 20? Anyways, I completely forgot about the movie until recently, where they decided to pop up with the Five Nights at Freddy's movie trailer, and I thought it was just a fan-made project trying to make the movie actually go to life until I saw the release date and I got excited. And me and my sister decided to go see the movie over at her place using Peacock, not sponsored. And I wanted to tell you guys all about my history of Five Nights at Freddy's before I watch the movie and give my opinion on it, just so you know where I am at when it comes to how I feel about the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise.
3 hours later.
I like the movie, like, a lot. It was like an 8.5 or 9 out of 10, which is surprising for modern movies. The beginning had like the security guard dying, which reminded me a lot of how Night 3 happened for me whenever I first played Five Nights at Freddy's, where I just die. Though the main protagonist as well, Mikey, was a bit of a dick. Though it was kind of realistic because he lost his brother to, we all know who. It's obvious. There was this whole subplot added where it was talking about dream theory, where apparently your memories, it has a perfect recollection. You can only see it in dreams. I didn't like this little segment in the movie, but it was pretty decently implemented, and it just was him trying to find out who his brother's killer was, because apparently picture perfect memory. And some of the cameos in there as well was also amazing, but we all know what caught the theater in a ruckus.
Well, that's no fun. You do realize that lunch is the most important meal of the day.
Thought it was breakfast.
Some people say that, but you know, it's just a theory.
Honestly though, the animatronics as well that they did was also amazing. This is one clip though always will make me laugh, and I recorded it while watching it with my sister. When you work 9 hours, the animatronics was still good other than that one goofy moment. The show oddly has a lot of humor, which is strange because I was expecting more horror in my horror film. The actual connections to the lore was also very interesting. The fact that they incorporated some stuff from the book, some stuff that is his own thing, though I did spot like Reanimate in there. I remember that was talked about in the books, and the kid acting as well, that was surprisingly good as well. When the 5 children, the ones that got murdered originally, was actually acting pretty good compared to Vanessa, who was a mediocre performance. It was serviceable, but she talked a lot like this for no reason. And so whenever she did put it in a lot of emotion, it actually worked. But most of the time, she just felt like a brick. And the gore, it was great. Whenever they had it for the PG-13 thing, my favorite kill actually was.
Is that the bite of 87?
There was also a couple of screenshots from the games if you look at the security cameras, which I've spotted while watching it, and I was hoping that they would do one of the rare screens where they just turn to the camera or like show Golden Freddy. It was a fun movie. It was just mostly about a drama involving Mark. The things I don't like is that the PG-13 rating holds it back a lot. And it's just with the lack of horror and actual gore, and it was more or less trying to appeal to everyone, though I kind of understand why. Though I was hoping that we actually got to see the stuffing process a lot more in depth, other than 2 whirly masks. The best bit was still Bonnie falling. I mean, come on, this is iconic. Matthew Leonard should have been in the film more. I was really craving for him to be in there more. Whenever they did show the Springtrap suit, it was so good because I thought they did the spring lock thing first and they didn't, and it was just still him in the mask. Oh, it was so good. I also just wanted more Freddy. We mostly got Foxy, Chica, and Bonnie, and Freddy still had the best kill though. I do think the Five Nights at Freddy's movie was good. Some parts of it was just meh. I don't want to get too in detail with how I feel about all scenes because I don't have the official movie downloaded and I can't share clips about it. Hopefully the next FNAF movie will be longer as well, and there'll be more Freddy in the movie. I wonder how many times I will be saying Freddy for the whole video. That's probably one too many Freddys. I should check back with them. I mean, it's a Five Nights at Freddy's movies review. They can't be dead after this many Freddys. Oh god, they're wasted.